Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones?
The world was on fire for them. The sound was unmistakable, a high-reaching, almost impossibly beautiful falsetto soaring over a landscape of strings and electric beats. From discotheques to private living rooms, their music was everywhere. The Bee Gees, the three brothers who gifted us timeless hits like Stayin' Alive and How Deep Is Your Love,
And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
were more than just pop stars. They were a cultural phenomenon. Everyone saw the headlines. Everyone sang along to the songs, but behind the glitz and the glamour, a quiet drama was playing out. A human story of love, loss, and the immense pressure of a life lived in the public eye. This isn't the Bee Gees you think you know. This is the story of a young man caught in a whirlwind, a life that was quietly coming undone just as his professional dreams were coming true. We're not here to tell you a story of public scandal, but of a private reality. Tonight, on Retrowaves, we pull back the curtain on the pivotal, little-known chapter in Barry Gibb's life, the one that defined him long before his name became synonymous with stardom. The world saw a global icon, but no one saw the silent heartbreak that was happening backstage, until now. If you're fascinated by the hidden stories behind the music, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Join us every week as we uncover the secrets and truths of the most iconic artists in history, stories you won't hear anywhere else. Let's take ourselves back to the mid-1960s. The Bee Gees, then known as a local pop rock group, are living in Australia. They're a sensation, but only within the confines of their adopted home. The ambition is palpable. They dream of a stage far grander than any they've known. For a young Barry Gibb, life is full of a beautiful simplicity. He's not a global icon, he's a brother and a budding musician. At just 19 years old, he takes a momentous step into adulthood. He marries a young woman named Maureen Bates. This is a matter of public record, confirmed by various biographical accounts. At the time, their bond seems to be a source of stability, a safe harbor in the unpredictable life of a rising artist. They are two young people navigating a shared dream, a commitment made long before the weight of the world's expectations descended upon them. But that weight is coming. In 1967, the brothers, confident in their songwriting prowess, board a ship to England. They're chasing the dream they always had, a global record deal. They're leaving their home, their past, and their simple lives behind. The public sees the ambition, the bold move of three brothers on a ship. But what did it truly cost Barry to get to the top? And who was the woman he quietly left behind as he rocketed into the stratosphere? Before the Bee Gees became a global phenomenon, they were a local sensation in Australia. We are in the mid-1960s. The Gibb family, having moved from England to Queensland, Australia, in 1958, have built a life and a career out of nothing. The boys, performing since they were children, have found their rhythm. They are regulars on local television shows and have a few minor hits to their name. But this success is a stepping stone, not the final destination. Their manager at the time, Cole Joy, arranges for them to be signed to a new label, Polydor, in the UK. This isn't just a career move, it's a seismic shift. They are leaving behind everything they know. For Barry, this means leaving the quiet life he built with his new wife. He is a young husband, not yet 21, and is now embarking on a journey that will test the very foundations of his personal life. He's traveling to a different continent, chasing a fame that is not promised. He carries with him the hopes of his family, the responsibility of his new marriage, and the immense pressure of knowing this could be their last shot. The gamble pays off almost immediately, and in a way no one could have predicted. Once they arrive in England in early 1967, their first single, New York Mining Disaster 1941, becomes an international smash hit.
Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones?
Its melancholic, evocative lyrics and haunting harmonies resonate with a world that is still reeling from the cultural upheavals of the decade. The Bee Gees are a new sensation. They are no longer a local band from Australia. They are now playing in sold-out venues, appearing on top-rated television shows like Top of the Pops, and their faces are plastered on magazine covers. The pace is frantic. They are constantly writing, recording, and touring. The quiet suburban life Barry knew with Maureen is a distant memory, replaced by a constant blur of flashing cameras and screaming fans. The public sees their talent, their sudden rise to fame. What they don't see is the quiet erosion of a young man's privacy and the growing chasm between his public and private worlds. By 1969, the Bee Gees are at a creative and personal crossroads. The pressures of fame, relentless touring, and a series of professional disagreements have led to an internal rift. During this chaotic period, with the band itself teetering on the edge of collapse, a quiet and profound change is occurring in Barry Gibb's personal life. His marriage to Maureen Bates is ending. This is a matter of public record, with the divorce finalized in July of 1970. There were no tabloid headlines about a scandalous split, no public statements. It was a private, somber conclusion to a relationship that had existed entirely before the public's intense scrutiny. The silence surrounding this period is a testament to how effectively he and his team kept his personal life out of the public domain. While the band was at war with itself, while the headlines screamed about their professional disagreements, the quiet, painful end of his first marriage went largely unnoticed. It was a casualty of a life lived in a fishbowl, a promise made by a young man before he became a legend. Just as his first marriage is concluding, and the Bee Gees are navigating their first major professional break, a new chapter begins. A moment so perfectly timed it feels like it's straight out of a movie script. It's 1969, and Barry Gibb finds himself on the set of a BBC television special for Top of the Pops. He is not there as the lead singer of the world's hottest band. He's there supporting his brother Robin, who is launching a temporary solo career while the Bee Gees take a break. Amidst the organized chaos of the television studio, the blinding lights, the scurrying technicians, the constant hum of equipment, Barry's eyes meet those of a young woman working there. Her name is Linda Gray, a former Miss Edinburgh. This meeting is a confirmed event, documented in numerous accounts of Barry's life, including his own. Their connection is immediate and powerful. He later recounts how he was instantly drawn to her, and the brief conversation they shared was enough to spark something profound. At a time when his personal life is in flux and his professional future is uncertain, this chance encounter is a light in a dark period. It's a new beginning, a promise of a future that feels a million miles away from the intense pressure and public scrutiny that are currently defining his life. He is not the man in the headlines. He is a young man, meeting a woman who will change his life forever, in a quiet, unexpected moment. The public record confirms that Barry and Maureen's divorce was finalized in July of 1970. This is a matter of public record, though the specific details of the settlement are, as is standard, private. The process was handled with remarkable discretion, a testament to how effectively his personal life was shielded from the public eye during a period of such intense turmoil for the band. There were no tabloid stories of a messy split, no public accusation. Less than 2 months later, on September 1, 1970, his 24th birthday, Barry marries Linda Gray. The timeline is incredibly tight, a fact that underscores the emotional speed and gravity of this period in his life. The public, still reeling from the band's near breakup and their subsequent reunion, had little time to process the swift changes in his personal life. It was a transition that was remarkably free of public scandal. While there were rumors at the time about the speed of events, there is no verified public information about a secret lawsuit or any lasting controversy surrounding the divorce. The narrative that unfolds is one of a man who, having found a moment of stability amidst professional chaos, is seizing the opportunity to build a new life with the woman who will become his true partner. He is not defined by the past, but is building his future on new, stronger foundations. From that point on, Barry and Linda's relationship becomes the quiet, stable bedrock of his life. As the Bee Gees navigate the highs and lows of the coming decades, from their incredible global resurgence with the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack to the devastating personal and professional tragedies that would follow, Linda is a constant presence. She becomes a trusted confidant, a partner who understands the unique pressures of his life without being part of the celebrity world. She is his biggest supporter and his most honest critic. They have 5 children together, a growing family that provides a powerful sense of purpose and normalcy in an otherwise chaotic existence. This is well documented and confirmed through numerous interviews and biographical works. The story of his life shifts from one of loss and uncertainty to one of profound love and enduring commitment. She is not just a wife, she is an anchor, a quiet force that keeps him grounded and reminds him of what truly matters beyond the music and the fame. Their bond is a testament to the fact that true love can flourish even in the most unforgiving environments. Despite his efforts to keep his private life protected, the public's gaze is unrelenting. The fame is a double-edged sword. It brings unimaginable success, but also constant scrutiny. He builds a life for himself and his family in Florida, a sanctuary away from the prying eyes of the British media. This isn't just a change of scenery, it's a strategic choice to protect the peace he has found. The secluded estate becomes a fortress of privacy, where he can raise his children away from the intrusive flash of cameras and the relentless pressure of the tabloids. It's a testament to how the early years of turmoil taught him a valuable lesson: to separate his professional image from his personal world. He learned that the most important parts of his life were the ones that happened away from the cameras and the headlines, the parts he had to fight to keep sacred and protect at all costs. He learned how to be a legend without letting the legend consume the man. The emotional climax isn't a single confrontation or a shocking revelation. Instead, it is the culmination of this period of intense transformation. You have the Bee Gees on stage, a dazzling display of lights and sound, their harmonies filling the stadium. The audience is roaring, a deafening wave of adoration. Barry, a young man of just 24, stands at the center of it all, a global icon at the professional peak of his life. Yet in that same moment, he is also building a private life from scratch. He has just finalized one marriage and is beginning another. He's balancing the public triumph of a record-breaking career with the quiet personal pain of a life-altering transition. It's a paradox. The most public figure is undergoing his most profound private transformation. His life is an open book for millions of fans, but the most important chapters are unfolding entirely behind closed doors. He is not a legend yet, but he is becoming one, and the choices he makes during this intense formative period, the loves he leaves behind, and the new ones he forges, are the ones that will define him for the rest of his life. This moment of immense public success and private vulnerability is the turning point that sets him on a path of both artistic greatness and personal fulfillment. So what does the story of this era of his life truly mean? It's not the scandalous narrative the media might have hoped for, but a quiet, profound story of a man navigating the impossible. It's a story that proves the biggest events in a person's life are often the ones that happen in the quiet moments between the headlines. The first marriage was not a failure, but a natural, though painful, part of a young man's journey, a chapter that had to end for a new one to begin. And the second marriage with Linda was not a scandal, but a testament to finding stability and lasting love in the eye of a storm. The real story isn't about a shocking secret, it's about how Barry Gibb, amidst the noise and chaos of global fame, built a life that has now lasted for more than 5 decades. A monument to a love that began in the quiet aftermath of a great professional and personal storm. It is a story of quiet resilience, a reminder that the songs we love often come from the deepest and most human experiences. And what do you think? did this private journey give him the emotional depth to write some of his most heartbreakingly beautiful ballads? Did this period of transformation inspire the Bee Gees' most poignant work? Let us know in the comments below. And don't miss our next story, where we uncover the truth behind another music legend's rise and fall, a mystery you can only find right here. Subscribe